Hello, it's so exciting to see you again in this week's lineup of exciting lifestyle and entertainment news here on Culture Mosaic. This week's edition will be filled up with diverse cultural stories. In this week's Culture and Lifestyle, we'll tell you the reviving story of Chu Đậu, or Hoa Lam blue and white ceramic, one of Vietnam's most famous ceramic lines worldwide. In this edition of On the Mic, we'll meet Sonny Side, the personality behind a viral YouTube food-themed channel, and find out why he's decided to base himself in Vietnam. And finally, we'll learn more about Vietnamese ancient costumes via the efforts of young people in reviving and bringing ancient Vietnamese clothing to the public. The reviving story of Chu Đậu ceramic and its journey to be globally recognized. Why does a foreign YouTuber choose Vietnam to develop viral foodie videos? Young people passionate about reviving ancient Vietnamese clothing. And now we'll start with some local cultural news. To celebrate the 74th anniversary of Vietnam's National Day, the 2019 National Motorcycle Race took place on September the 2nd. It was organized by the Vietnam Motor Sport Federation in Cần Thơ province. The motorbike race attracted 56 racers from 31 teams from 8 provinces and cities across the country. On September the 1st, the Belgium-Vietnam Alliance organized Vietnamese Day celebrations in Brussels to introduce the land and people of Vietnam to the locals. During his opening remarks, Belgium-Vietnam Alliance President Andries Griffroy expressed the hope that the program, the first of its kind to be organized by the Alliance, will be the first of many more Vietnamese cultural activities. Visitors were treated to traditional Vietnamese dishes as well as tea. They also had the chance to learn more about Vietnam through artistic performances, books, and other promotional activities. On September the 1st, the homepage of the world's most popular search engine, Google, honored the late painter Bùi Xuân Phái on his 99th birthday anniversary, September the 1st, 1920, September the 1st, 2019. Google Doodle's celebration of Bùi Xuân Phai's birthday is meaningful not only for his family, but also his fans and those who love Vietnamese culture. This is the second time the Google Doodle has honored a Vietnamese person. Previously, Google also honored the late musician Trịnh Công Sơn on the occasion of his 80th birthday. "60 sketches of Hanoi composed by the Hanoi Urban Sketching Group are on display at the Bùi Xuân Phái Prize exhibition For the Love of Hanoi 2019. The group was also awarded a prize that values activities that strongly inspire the community to discover, compose, and preserve the beauty of Hanoi through painting. For this year's Mid-Autumn Festival, the short story live concert of singer Ha Anh Tuấn will take place at the Old Hội An Theater. The singer will perform 5 new songs, all of which were composed by Phan Mạnh Quỳnh. In addition to these songs, the crew will also bring emotive Vietnamese film soundtracks to the concert. The first collection of designer Công Chí achieved a resounding success in the U.S. market. Featured in international media, his first collection at New York Fashion Week, titled A Walk of Stars, appeared in leading fashion magazines such as Vogue, Elle, and WWD. Global stars such as Beyoncé, Katy Perry, Kate Bosworth, and Sophie Turner have worn his work to important events. Công Chí will attend the New York Fashion Week for the second time from September the 4th to the 11th. This time, he will introduce about 60 designs from his Spring-Summer 2020 collection. The Ha Tien Night Market has just been inaugurated in Ha Tien City, Kiên Mekong Delta Province. The market welcomed more than 6,000 visitors on opening day. Ha Tien Night Market features about 500 booths and several functional areas. Every Saturday and Sunday night, cultural and musical shows will be held for tourists. Chu Đậu or Hoa Lam blue and white ceramic, dated back to the 14th to 16th century, is one of Vietnam's most famous ceramic lines worldwide. Through historical ups and downs, Chu Đậu ceramics had disappeared for more than hundreds of years. And before 1980, no one in Hải Dương province was even aware that their ancestors created a worldwide famous ceramic line. Our culture and lifestyle this week will tell you the reviving story of Chu Đậu ceramic.
A blue and white vase, 7 inscribed sophisticated patterns, 4 swans with 4 different postures. Vietnam's national treasure, Swan blue and white vase, is the biggest and the most intact relic in the collection. They were retrieved in the year 2000 from the wreckage dated back to the 15th century near the Cham Islands. This vase was being exported to Western countries when the cargo ship sank.
Đây cũng là một cái trường hợp hy hữu, xứng đáng là bảo vật quốc gia. Nó thể hiện được cái kỹ thuật sản xuất. Đấy. Và thứ hai nữa là trên đó nó thể hiện những cái hoa văn phản ánh cái đặc điểm, cái đặc trưng của cái vùng đồng bằng Bắc Bộ.
The excavation of the wreckage at the Cham Islands brought blue and white ceramics to light worldwide. International and local archaeologists and relic collectors have searched for the origins of these ancient products with typical blue and white enamel. The ceramics retrieved from the wreckage at Cham Islands in the year 2000 were determined to be the exact kind as tens of thousands of ancient artifacts unearthed at Chu Đậu village in Hải Dương province in 1980s.
Chúng tôi đã trực tiếp nhiều lần nghiên cứu ở dưới kho của bảo tàng Hải Dương. Thì chúng tôi thấy rằng là có một cái sự trùng hợp là giữa những cái loại hình, những loại hoa văn và men của cái gốm khai quật được ấy, nó rất là trùng khớp với những cái hiện vật, những cái loại hình ở dưới tàu Cù Lao Chàm.
Through decades of research, archaeologists confirmed that Chu Đậu, Hải Dương province, used to be a specialized center for high-quality ceramics during the 14th and 16th centuries.
Chu Đậu là một trong những cái dòng gốm truyền thống mà rất là riêng, rất là khác với lại những cái cường quốc gốm lúc đó, ví dụ như là với Trung Quốc hay với Nhật Bản hay vân vân. Nó có một cái phong cách riêng, một cái tạo tác riêng, một cái mỹ thuật riêng, một cái kỹ thuật riêng mà nó đúng là của người Việt. Nó không lẫn vào đâu được.
At the end of 16th century, when Chu Đậu ceramic exports were at its peak, war broke out. The war destroyed and buried everything related to pottery making in this land. 5 centuries have passed. Chu Đậu ceramics are still being preserved and displayed in over 40 museums around the world. Hải Dương Provincial Museum has a whole exhibition house dedicated to ceramics, and locals are determined to restore the ancient crafts of their ancestors. Ancient enamel produced the typical color of blue and white ceramics of Chu Đậu. Today, local artisans can also use gold to decorate the ceramic enamel surface. This is considered a leading skill in the historical production of blue and white ceramics.
Chúng tôi chắc chắn là có thể cam kết rằng sẽ phải vươn lên để có thể có nhiều cái thiết kế mà mới của thế kỷ 21. Ngoài ra duy trì, bảo tồn, kế thừa, phát triển những cái những cái sản phẩm, những cái thiết kế của những sản phẩm đã có lịch sử lâu đời mà đều đã có những cái ý nghĩa của từng sản phẩm.
A leading ceramic line quiet for almost 500 years in Hải Dương was revived. Trudeau Ceramics have returned to the domestic and foreign market.
Đây là trường hợp rất hiếm hoi, không chỉ Việt Nam mà thế giới, từ một cái nghề cổ truyền đã thất truyền hơn 4 thế kỷ và nó sống lại và sống lại đầy sức sống.
In Vietnam, many YouTubers are making videos featuring the beauty of the country. But what about the other YouTube channels from foreigners? What is Vietnam's present like? In this edition of On the Mic, we'll meet with Sony Side, the personality behind the YouTube food-themed channel Best Ever Food Review Show, to get the full dose on why he's decided to base himself in Vietnam to produce his ever-growing viral foodie videos.
If you see a guy traveling on Vietnam streets, gripping the back of a motorbike or a buffalo, while speaking non-stop into a camera attached to his helmet, that's probably American food blogger Sunny Side, filming for his YouTube channel, Best Ever Food Review Show.
Best Ever Food Review Show.
Best Ever Food Review Show is dedicated to exploring the unique foods of each place, with a fresh point of view and a punchy delivery, while encouraging empathy and understanding of other cultures.
Well, hi there. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Hey,
Nice to meet you. Yeah, you
You're
too.
very recognizable with your red bandana from really far away. I mean,
Oh, that's good.
is that a really distinctive thing of your channel?
Yeah, it's one of the trademarks of my channel. The bandana, it stands for boldness, bravery, courage.
Why did you decide to name it the Best Ever Food Review Show?
I wish there was a really good story behind this, but what happened is my very first episode ever, I was just improvising a lot like I do on my show, and I just said the funniest, silliest name that came to mind in that instant, and that was the name. I mean, I was in my office eating a grilled cheese when I named my show, and I had no idea that 2 years later it would become what it is now.
Yes, no, it's a very catchy name. People immediately, become very curious because it's the Best Ever Food Review
Yeah,
Show.
yeah.
They seem like they would be missing out on something.
Yeah,
if they
exactly. We were
don't
going to
check
name it
out.
Okayest Ever, but Best Ever was a good choice.
Exactly. And I'd love to learn more about your story. So if it's possible, can I invite you to coffee?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right.
What inspired you in the first place to make your videos? I know you were in Korea back then.
I was living in Korea. I'd been producing videos, doing videography, directing for quite a few years, and I was at the point where I wanted to start making content for myself, making my own content, and I just kind of looked at what was interesting to me, what I thought I could be good at, and looking at the travel niche online, on YouTube, I really felt like people weren't taking it to where it could be from the content that I saw. And this isn't to bash anybody else, but I just wanted to make the type of show that I would want to see.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of people basically doing an extension of what you might already see on the
TV.
travel channel.
Yes, exactly.
So it was just kind of dry, hey, check out this old place, here's some history, this food is tasty, but I just thought, like, what if I could just bring more energy, humor, and that kind of thing into the video.
What are some of the weirdest dishes you've had?
The one that's shocked people the most is Cha Rui. So that one has the worms. We actually went to where they're raising the worms, like kind of farming the worms.
Yeah.
And then in Hanoi, we saw them on the street there with the worms still alive. They were chopped up, put into a pancake, and then as a special treat, they put more worms on top of the pancake. So visually, for people watching it for the first time, it looks really intimidating.
Yeah,
I mean,
very squirmish.
Yeah. If you're squeamish at all, it's not for you. But worms are one of those things that look super intimidating, but it's pretty innocuous. It doesn't have any like strong flavor or weird texture. It's just kind of mushy and noodly.
And did you enjoy it in the end?
Flavors are great. Definitely felt that there were worms in my mouth. That part was a little hard to get used to.
Tu Ki District, Haizeng Province. Welcome to our exclusive behind the scenes with Team Sunny Side. The team that produces Sunny's videos consists of a producer, a videographer, Sunny, and a Vietnamese host. As a videographer and producer, Sunny pays extra attention to the details of each shoot and discusses ideas with his teammates before filming.
Can you give me 5 more minutes?
Sunny on screen is quirky and spontaneous, but when it comes to work, he's a perfectionist. He'll even take part in filming the scenes he's not in, or do a scene over and over many times until it's perfect.
Em rất là thích cái cách làm việc của Sunny, tại vì nó không có theo một cái khuôn khổ, cũng không có theo một cái bài vở gì hết. Tức là mình có tất cả những gì thì mình làm hết sức, mình làm hết mình thôi. Thì đó cũng là cách làm việc của em. Em cảm thấy Sunny là một người cũng khá là nghiêm túc trong công việc, nhưng mà cũng rất là khó kiếm được một người có một cái cách làm việc thoải mái.
Even though every detail is prepared for a smooth shooting, the show is not scripted. Sunny's lines, reactions, his sense of humor, his curiosity, enthusiasm, and eagerness to learn about Vietnamese culture are all genuine.
Real fresh. I thought this would be like a little bit of worm mixed with pork. It's a little bit of pork mixed with worm. Wowzer. That.
Không có thích ai nói trước về cái điều gì đó, cái mà chuẩn bị mình làm thì bạn đó sẽ giống như là tự nhiên hết, hoàn toàn. Bạn sẽ đến nơi và sẽ trải nghiệm thực tế luôn. Thì tức là những cái thước phim mà các bạn thấy ở trên chương trình của Sunny Side đó, thì đó là những cái thước phim thật, và cái cảm xúc, cái lời nói và những cái vui tính đó là đều thật hết, nó không có giả.
And inside the house, his mom is making the
Sunny's love for Vietnam can be seen in videos. He can go to the farthest places in Vietnam just to try the most unique local dishes. Anyone can feel this love when they meet Sunny.
What brought you originally to Asia, to Korea? I mean, you've been in Asia now for around 10 years.
I still feel oddly self-conscious about some aspects of my 20s. I really felt like I was kind of a loser in my 20s. And the reason I want to talk about it now is because I know that 20s is a time of struggle for
a lot of
probably
people.
most people.
Yes.
And then finally I got into radio, and radio was like my first creative job, just on that path, having a mentor giving me feedback and learning more about the entertainment industry, which that is part of, the communications industry. After that, I decided before I head down any other serious career path, I wanted to travel and just see what else is outside of central Minnesota. And that's why I moved to Korea.
What happened after kind of this period of you working in music video production and different production? What kind of led you from Korea to Vietnam?
Well, around the time I left Korea, I had been doing my show already almost a year. And I felt like I could grow as much as I could grow in Korea. And then that's when I stumbled upon Vietnam. We came here for about 5 or 8 days to start out with. And then during that trip is when I made the plans to move here.
Yeah. What about those 5 to 8 days in Vietnam, though, made you decide that you would like to make plans here and settle here?
I really liked the energy of Saigon. It was a little intense in the beginning, all the traffic and noise, but I just, the hustle and bustle, and also bustle, it was also the bustle too, of the city. It just seemed like a really fun city, and it gave me those feelings of inspiration that I had when I first moved to Korea. You know, as somebody who was a budding filmmaker in Korea, the city and the new country was so inspiring to me. But I just got used to it after 8 years of being there. That's why, even though I lived in Korea, I only ever shot 5 episodes there because I was just kind of forgot what made that place special. And so coming to Vietnam, it was just new inspirations, new sights, new smells, new just tons of stuff to see, noises, all this cacophony of sensory input that was just new, exciting, and interesting.
Now, we've spent the whole show talking about food. I'm excited to go out there and try some food, and Sunny will be my companion. So where are we going, Sunny?
All right, well, there's a street food market. They have a ton of stuff to choose from. I've heard, I haven't been there yet, but why don't we go there together and see what we can find?
Exciting. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes. This is amazing.
Oh, you can have the first one there.
Look at this.
15 to 20,000, about $1, a little bit less than $1.
How beautiful.
And that is a feast. Not only a feast for the eyes, also you can in your mouth. Oh, that's a perfect bite. Okay, you grab one too.
Okay,
because we have to kind of go at the same time.
All right, we have to make it.
People want to see you eat in unison. It's very awkward if you're just eating alone or someone watching you. I'm ready.
This is
Let's
a
do this.
huge bite. I don't know if I could. Okay.
You got it. Believe in yourself. Here we go.
Oh, I dropped.
This meal, this snack is kind of a celebration of textures because there's everything in there. There's like crunchy with the peanuts. The roll is chewy. But then you have some even tough parts with like dried chicken and dried squid is like really tough. So it's just an awesome mix. And then the papaya is its own snappy crunchiness to it.
It's so good.
So lovely.
The little bit of spiciness also adds a kick to it. So it's like an explosion of flavors there. You have everything in there. This is the first time I've had this too. Sunny has been giving me like a whole new preview of different foods here in the city.
How can we bring traditional Vietnamese costumes to the public? And how can we revive the golden of their ancient designs and patterns? These questions have been partially answered by one young person named Trần Thị Trang, one of the designers of a line of modern clothing inspired by ancient Vietnamese culture. These costumes are the modification, innovation, and continuation of the ancient costumes of Vietnamese people. In this week's Connecting Culture, we'll see what these outfits look like and why they are so attractive that they've even gotten young people interested in learning about ancient Vietnamese clothing.
Không ai dám mặc một cái áo long bào hay là áo Nhật Bình của công chúa hoàng hậu ngày xưa ra đường cả. Đồ cách tân nhé, bạn có thể mặc đi chơi, đi học, đi party, đi du lịch.
It is hard to wear ancient-style clothing in modern daily life. To address this, a woman named Trần Thị Trang founded a group called V-Style, which makes clothing inspired by royal ancient clothing and modernized royal clothing for young people.
Nếu như mà những trang phục truyền thống nhé, đúng form truyền thống, đúng cách làm của truyền thống ngày xưa là từ phục dựng đi. Nhưng mà những đồ đấy nó khá là đắt và sẽ không mặc được. Và nếu mà như thế thì những trang phục đấy sẽ chỉ nằm ở trong tủ kính thôi, sẽ không tiếp cận được. Những người mà không quan tâm đến cổ phong, cũng không đi bảo tàng sẽ chẳng bao giờ biết đến những trang phục đó. Nếu như mà đồ cách tân nhé, bạn có thể mặc đi chơi, đi học, đi party, đi du lịch.
V-style clothing is based on Vietnamese royal outfits from various periods, especially the Nguyen Dynasty. The common feature of the group's design is the use of traditional, royal patterns and motifs as their main focus.
Sau mình thì sẽ đi theo hướng đấy là giữ lại form áo. Lấy ví dụ là thời Nguyễn nhé, thì sẽ là dáng áo hình chuông này, gồm có 5 thân áo, cổ áo vuông và ôm sát chân cổ. Thì như áo ngũ thân bên mình thì cũng sẽ giữ những đặc điểm đấy. Ngày xưa là cúc bằng đồng, bằng vàng, bằng bạc, bằng gỗ. Nói chung là không dùng cúc vải. Thì mình cũng vẫn giữ những cái điểm đó. Chỉ đơn giản là mình nâng cho cái vạt áo nó ngắn hơn thôi. Còn về cơ bản thì nó vẫn khá là giống áo ngày xưa. Trước khi cách tân ấy, thì mình sẽ phải hiểu rõ về trang phục của nước mình trước đã. Bởi vì trang phục Việt Nam ngày xưa thì nó cũng khá là na ná các nước đồng văn. Mình cũng tìm hiểu khá là nhiều, đọc sách này, tham gia các diễn đàn để trao đổi cùng với các anh chị tiền bối. Sau khoảng 2 năm, khi mà mình nghĩ là cái vốn kiến thức về cổ phong của mình cũng đã khá là vững, mình bắt đầu có suy nghĩ cách tân để cách tân cho nó phù hợp với giới trẻ hơn, cho mọi người có thể dễ mặc trong thời hiện đại hơn.
After a period of research, V-Style clothing has reached many young customers and has received a lot of positive feedback from them, as well as from specialists in the field.
Nhờ các bạn trẻ đang làm hiện nay cách tân, gọi là áo cách tân đấy, thì cái điều hết sức là đáng mừng. Làm thế nào để phát huy được cái vốn cổ của dân tộc, để phù hợp với lại cái thời buổi, cũng như là cái quan điểm thẩm mỹ, cũng như là cái cách sinh hoạt, cũng như cái đời sống hiện đại. Nhưng nó vẫn giữ được những cái bản sắc dân tộc, nó giữ được cái vốn cổ.
Em có một câu hỏi gửi dành cho hai chị, đó là về vấn đề khái niệm phục dựng.
Thì thứ nhất là về tay áo thì giống như bạn đã nói ạ, áo thời Nguyễn mình thì sẽ luôn để không may tay, còn cái này sẽ may vác tay vào.
This is one of the events organized by Chang and the V-Style team for people who are interested in traditional Vietnamese clothing, to bring traditional clothing closer to young people.
Thật sự thì cái truyền thống trang phục của dân tộc nó là một cái rất đẹp và nó là cả một quá trình dài. Qua thời gian ấy nó bị mai một rất là nhiều. Vậy nên là đến với những cái nhóm mà họ phục dựng cổ phục họ hay là họ cách tân lại cổ phục, thật sự là những cái kiến thức của mình, những hình ảnh mình có thể được xem mà thật sự mình cũng không khó khăn trong việc tìm hiểu, mình có thể xem và mình trải nghiệm, mình biết về nó rất dễ dàng.
Khi mà ra một mẫu thành công được mọi người đón nhận, khi mà khách hàng của mình có thể từ cái trang phục cách tân nhá, có thể biết được cái trang phục truyền thống, thì với mình khi đấy là mình rất vui, thực sự đấy là niềm vui lớn nhất của mình.
And that is the end of our program. If you'd like to provide feedback or comment on anything here on Culture Mosaic, please feel free to write us at vtvinternational@vtv.vn. You can also log on to our website at vtv4.vtv.vn or tune in our YouTube channel at youtube.com/vtv4go for more of our program. And don't forget to join us next week for another episode of Culture Mosaic. Goodbye for now.